Dude, you should have felt my fucking heart rate.
My God, I don't want to.
What?
So here's what happened. Nick, you really screwed the pooch on this one.
You screwed the pooch. Whatever that means. Yeah, it's gross.
We did an entire...
Welcome to the Flycast.
Welcome to the Flycast.
This is the first clip they're going to see.
The first clip.
So welcome to the Flycast, first off. But we have an announcement.
Yeah. This is the second Flycast we've done today. The first
Third
one.
podcast.
It's been a busy day.
Second
Flycast. The first Flycast, we got 45 minutes in somehow. And I looked over and it was not recording. I'm not sure if, thank you. I'm not sure if, if it stopped recording or if it never started recording. I have absolutely no idea.
Hopefully, imagine it stopped. And it got 30
minutes before we checked and we actually do have the whole thing.
Oh, that'd be great.
That would be amazing.
So
definitely didn't happen though.
Yeah. Fuck. I actually felt good. Maybe that is a possibility.
Yeah, there's no
So yeah,
way.
we recorded about 45 minutes of the podcast before this, and we just Hitch casually looks over at the timer, sees it hasn't.
I was
been
like, wonder
recorded.
what minute we're at.
And the only shitty part, it's that's 50 minutes, just thrown away.
Yeah.
But it's not even that. It was the quality of subjects we were talking about. Just it was going really well, and then for that to happen, it's everything you just did meant nothing.
Yeah.
So what we are gonna do is the beginning of the podcast that was originally supposed to be the beginning. We're gonna put at the end.
Yeah.
It'll probably be 40 minutes of footage.
It's going to be terrible audio because it's going to be from the camcorder.
Yeah, but we're going to put it at the end just in case anyone's actually that bored. They can go listen to that quality.
We talk about some good stuff.
Yeah, it was some pretty good stuff.
We talk about Celestia
It's just
Vega.
going to be shitty quality, so we're just going to include it at the end, a warning, this quality shittier.
Yeah.
But you can listen to it.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Wait, let me just do a quick run through of what we talk about.
Sure.
We talk about Celestia Vega, Zoe Berger. We talk about getting girlfriends and
not getting along with girlfriends. Stuff
we're talking about the fight
girlfriends.
that Nick and I just got into.
Yeah, the fight we had.
And that's pretty much it.
What else?
How did we talk about that for 45 minutes?
Shit. Typical shit.
Yeah, typical Flycast stuff. So then Nick says, I have to take a breather, man. We can't just fail.
That was 30 minutes ago.
Hop straight into another Flycast. We got to walk around.
We took a ride, went to the gas station, picked up these. Well, you picked.
I picked these up just because, 2018. If you, for those that are listening, it's they're kale chips and beet chips.
It's disgusting.
They look probably as unappetizing as you can possibly get.
I don't know why you got these.
Well, I'm trying to eat better.
Let's see what these are.
And I'm trying to. I think 2018 is the year that I take the fact that I don't have a sense of smell and use it to my advantage.
Yeah.
So I could.
Do you not mind these?
I don't know. I can't tell yet.
He's eating kale chips right now.
They're not good.
They're not good.
They're not good. But
I don't even want to try these beet chips.
The beet chips might be better.
Maybe. You never know.
This is really bad. It's
I
really
don't mind kale, but those kale chips are gross.
Yeah.
I eat kale all the time.
Do you really?
In my
in your smoothies
kale smoothies.
Yeah.
But those are gross.
Yeah, they're not good. I might snack on them. I might try a beet chip. Beet chip it. But yeah, the funny thing is while I was in the gas station, Bose came in. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So
he came out of the gas station he looks at me and fucking did some gangster movement.
He looked at me.
Just not right now.
I was still standing in line, And he comes back. He just got his stuff from the gas station, and I was standing in line. He looks at me and he's like, "Some things never change."
Seeing us at a gas station.
That is very, very, very true.
I wonder why he came to the office. Because when we were leaving the office, he was pulling in. And I don't even think he knew why he was here.
I don't think so either.
Because we left, went to the gas station, and then he was at the gas station. So
Maybe
it's like
he came
just
to pick
pulled.
Mike up? No.
Nah, Mike rode his bike.
Mike already left.
So I don't know. But everyone, well, not everyone. Haven't seen Pam today. But everyone's kind of been around the office.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been at fucking, what time did I get here?
Oh, you've been here all day?
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
But doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
But
well,
like-
kind of.
But like not nothing.
It's, dude, where does the time go? Because what time is it? It is
6, I think. 5.
It's 6 right now. I've probably been here. I got here at noon.
Yeah. But it feels like forever.
Yeah, it
Feels
does.
like-
Because the sun
Feels like
fucking
forever. Yeah.
is up. And then
And
by the
then-
time you leave, it's dark.
Oh, dude, looking outside when you're at the office and you see the sun going down is a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
It's a pretty bad feeling.
I mean, yeah. Ain't that bad, though. I got a little office in my footage today. You guys can see.
Oh, yeah. I got
But
some footage as well. Upload it again. Gonna try to get back on the vlog. I wouldn't say grind, but I'm gonna try to upload some more. Maybe upload some gameplay stuff. Speaking of, we should Fortnite pretty soon. Why are you so? I feel like people.
I'm not against it.
I know
but
you're not against it, but you're just so hesitant. Because I want to do it on your channel.
I just don't have
because-
any of my shit set up. And I
Oh.
don't.
Dude, people loved our H1 videos.
Yeah.
It's because we were so talented.
I mean, we can get. Yeah.
we
It
were
was
like
impressive.
we were like
Man, here we go. We're going to start. I'm going to start Fortnite late, just like I did with H1. Catch everyone, become better.
and then everybody's moving on to the next thing.
Yeah. And then PUBG
new-
V2 will come
A
out.
new PUBG will come out. But yeah, it's Fortnite. Fortnite's actually pretty fun to play because it's the first BR game that console kids can play. So Blake and George are like it's as if they're dropping into H1 for the first time. Like that's how they feel when it comes to like a BR game. So I'm playing with them and I'm like not because I can play on the PC while they play on the controller.
Oh, really? They play on the controller still?
Yeah, they play on
Fucking
because they
idiots.
play on. Well, they don't. Neither one of them have a PC, so they play on the controller while I'm playing on the PC. Cross
shit.
platform.
That's so unfair.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm dropping in, and they're like calling out where they're landing. They're calling out what they've looted. They're calling out like where they saw other people land. Whereas like that's how you are when you first play H1, but then obviously
When you start playing H1, it's like
you close every door behind you.
you're just like you spawn and like you're just gone. Like
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
pick shit up, ready to kill.
Yeah.
But they're probably like where we were when we first started playing H1, land, you're like looting and shit.
Yeah.
When it got to a point in H1 where it's like just get a gun and then start killing.
Yeah.
Because like not no matter, but like as long as the other person wasn't like good, it was like you could probably kill them
Yeah.
if you were good enough.
That's kind of how Fortnite is.
Right.
But
I can
then, of
imagine.
course, with like any BR game, if you just spawn in, drop down, if you land in a house, they land in a house, they get a better gun than you do, and you get a pistol.
Yeah, I'm
sure I'll get-
I'm sure I'll get into Fortnite eventually. You need to find a time
Yeah.
because I'm scared.
You're scared?
Yeah, I'm scared.
You're scared you might get H1'd again? Just don't let yourself.
I need help.
I'm telling you, if you hit it,
can't not let myself.
you can though.
No.
Once you start streaming Fortnite
I
and
can't
you get
just, like,
and you get
play.
past 18 hours, just stop.
get off?
Just get off.
When I'd look and see 11 a.m. next morning and I
Yeah.
haven't blinked for 16 hours, I
That's
should
when you
get
need
off.
to just get off. Yeah. No matter how many people in your chat are telling you to keep going.
See, the thing about The thing about this office and shit, and like me having to like maybe be here the next day for like something at the office, is I can't be as reckless as what I used to. So maybe I would be able to do it.
Yeah, the same.
But
same with
I
me.
just can't. I can't get off the game when I'm like shitting or doing bad. I just have to be bored.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to be like completely bored. If I'm winning, I can't get off. If I'm losing, I can't get off. I just have to be like genuinely bored to be like, all right, I'm gonna get off.
That's how it's always been. Like, unless you like in COD.
Shit was probably going in the mic, just pissing people off.
In COD, that's how it is too. Like if you're playing a bunch of GBs and you're losing all of them, you're just like, I want to win one.
Yeah.
And then if you're winning all of them, you're like, oh, I'm on this hot streak. I just want to keep winning. But there's no like getting like that was the big issue with me in like college and high school is I couldn't ever just get off.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, it's definitely a problem.
Yeah.
That I have.
Oh, you're pretty bad with it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't like see myself getting into it again.
I think you, dude. I don't know, man. Maybe.
I'm gonna test it.
I don't know.
Let's give it a test.
I'm surprised you.
I'm gonna test it.
Withstanded World War II.
I'm gonna test it next week.
You think so?
I think with World War II, I was like banking on like enjoying Respawn enough, but then it happened, and I was just like, it
wasn't as good as you thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't entertain me like I wanted it to.
You thought it was going to be another Black Ops 2, and then it was not.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I can see that.
And probably just not being as good as I want to be. I was like, I can't. I can't put in the hours either. Yeah. Like I'll try to get good without genuinely putting in like the time that other people do. Because I put in streaks of hours, but I won't like I haven't played World War II in fucking who knows how long. Yeah. And then I'll expect to like sign on and I'll kind of be getting shit on and be like, this is fucking dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, in World War II especially, there's like something about the game where every single time, because I only play like once or twice a week now too, and it's like every single time I get on the game is completely different. Like I'm still thinking about like I hopped on yesterday and played like a few games and a few tournaments, and it was like I'm like I have all my classes are FG classes, and then people are like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like,
"That's what I fucking." And then
like the bar with the gun.
That's actually a big reason why I can't just like sign on.
Yeah,
it's like I gotta sign on. I gotta learn what people use. What do people use now? Yeah, it's like okay, and then I get off, and I'm not gonna. I might like have stuff I need to do within like the next couple of days. Yeah, and it's like, well,
completely. Changes.
Then I get back on and get shit on. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just not gonna play. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Apparently, people are using like the M1 Grand now. Like a lot of people are using that.
Yeah, I saw Parasite using it, and I was like, this dude thinks he's back. He thinks Black Ops 2 Parasite is back. Yeah, and it might be true. He's probably like, cause he was what was the gun in like the M? I don't know. What
in Black Ops 2.
Yeah,
FAL.
Yeah, the FAL.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a beast with that, right?
I think so. I can't remember. I just remember Clay being really good at it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Parasite was winning events and shit. So. Yeah. But yeah, he was good as shit with that. And then I saw a clip of him going like an 18 spree and like a scrim. I'm just like, he thinks he's back.
And it was just pop, pop,
yeah,
pop, 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 pop. Yeah. Dude, that gun is, I don't know. And I knew that was going to happen too, because I used the M1 Grand the second the game came out. Like I was putting on a bunch of different classes and shooting bots with it because I was trying to play all these like kickoff tournaments. Dude, stop. I was trying to play all these kickoff tournaments, so I was like setting up a whole bunch of different classes, and I put the M1 Grand on just to see, and I shot a bot with 2 bullets and he died, and I was like, there's no, like, people are going to use this gun. And then everyone was using the bar, and then everybody was like, the bar needs a nerf, and then the FG was like the thing, and everybody was like, the FG needs a nerf, and I was like, if you nerf the FG, people are gonna start using the M1 Grand. Like I promise you, it's gonna happen. And lo and behold, people are getting too popped. It's crazy
because they never like find a balance. That it's always something.
I honestly, I don't know. I think if the original way the game was put out, a lot of people that were playing super slow AR rolls like Formal and Octane, those type of players, they were all using the FG because it was more powerful. People that were playing close-up AR rolls, they were all using the bar because it shoots really fast. And then the subs were terrible. I think if they had just buffed some of the subs in that particular situation and then kept the ARs how they are, then we would have had a balanced game. We would have had like 2 or 3 viable subs, and then we would have the ARs that are good in their certain roles. But
yeah, and then there's also a different thing for whenever everyone goes to LAN. It's like becomes the subs are better now, so it's like another adaptation. It's like the sub when you go to LAN, subs get buffed,
dude.
So it's like another aspect of.
I don't know if it was like this in Halo, so now is the time where I'm going to ask you if it was. It feels like in like COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, like all those games, like people used to say stuff like, oh, he hosted me, or his host is nuts, or oh wow, his connection is crazy. But I feel like in recent games, like in Black Ops, or in like Black Ops 3, and in like Ghosts on the next gen, and especially in like Modern Warfare Remastered, I feel like connection is even crazier now than it's ever been. I feel like sometimes I'll go into a game and I'm just like, wow, I am getting like trashed, like one bulleted, like I can't kill the people, my bullets don't connect. And I don't know if that's in my head or if internet, if like next gen consoles are like more like prone to, I don't know, like connection.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I've never had good enough internet to like know the difference. Like I've never had good internet to where I could be like,
I'm frying.
Yeah. Like I'm like screwing these kids. But I've always been like in between. Actually, in Halo I had the worst internet by far of like any pro. Like I was always lagging, and I think that was like why I think that's what got my shot to be what it like my play style how it was, because like I couldn't move my right reticle. Like I had to just consistently have it in front of people of just like years and years because I was always lagging. But Halo was definitely always like that. Like in Halo, you can like some people's host was just so unfair.
Right.
Like it'd be like West Coast versus it was so noticeable. But is it worse now?
Like, did it change from Halo 3, Halo 2, Reach? Did it change from that? And then when you guys went to MCC, like was MCC more noticeable? Because that would be the only like.
I don't think. No.
You don't think so?
I think Halo's kind of always been pretty consistent with hosts. I don't even know if there is hosting now. Isn't it like dedicated servers?
Well, Halo 5, yeah, there is.
Halo 5
was it that way in Halo in MCC? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I don't think. I think someone hosted.
Okay.
But I think it's always kind of been the same for Halo.
There's just some. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just like you'll watch the kill cam and you'll be like, that is not what that looked like.
Yeah.
And you just get absolutely incinerated. And then people are getting all these like people are getting a gig, like 1,000 up, 1,000 down, and they're just running and they're hosting and they're just running around the map like frying.
Yeah. I wish I could experience that.
1,000.
Because I don't know what the best I've ever played on is my last internet, which was 100 down, 20 up. Which is like pretty average.
Yeah.
And I used to, when I was a pro in Halo 3, I played on 5 down, like 0.7 up. Like barely internet.
Holy shit.
Like, I didn't even have an upload. It was
That's why like MaNiaC became a thing.
Yeah. Because I was always bad online.
Damn.
I was never like, but I was always bad on. I was bad online, but I was always like not a matchmaking kid, but like I could be on one of the, like I would be searching like with the online kids kind of, if that makes sense. Like I wasn't like easy to beat online. Okay. Like I'd still put up a fight. Like I was an online kid, but I was also pro. But like I was beating pros that online.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
But I had shitty internet.
You were an online kid with shitty internet.
Yeah.
Which is like not usually what online kid means.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. I don't know. I just don't know. I've never experienced a gig up, a gig down. Now I have like the best internet I've ever had, which is like 300 down. So I'll be lucky to get like 200 down. Yeah. Because that's just how internet companies work. Like I think Gilbert and Billy had a gig internet at the last place they lived in Frisco, and he said he did like tests all the time, and it was always around like 500 to 700. I'm sure. Which is still
that's crazy. Like, why can they get away with that?
I don't know.
How can they say you will get this, but you never get that, and it's not a problem? That's like saying you'll get paid $1,000, and then they go to pay you, and they pay you 500, and you're just like, eh.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
someone needs to stop this.
I don't know how internet. Yeah, how do internet companies, like they own the internet. Like they own your ability to get on the internet, and there's no like no one's like challenging the fact that they don't give you those speeds. Yeah.
Maybe they technically do, but like by the time it gets to you, it's just like it gets taxed off throughout the neighborhood.
Like, you know how much money we paid for all of our lines that were crazy overpriced at the Scuff House? Yeah. Like those lines were insane. Dude, they were like $200 for like.
Me and Mike paid $200 for
100 down.
Me and Mike paid $200 for 100 down, 20 up.
I'm paying
$200 a month.
I think I'm paying like $120 now for 300 down, because I was paying the same thing that you were. Yeah. Paying 120 for 300 down, and Billy and Gilbert used to pay $80 a month for a gig.
God.
Because of fiber. Like
and like my internet in Maryland was like probably close to 100 for 5 down point, just like because that's all there was in the area. That was literally the best you could get.
You're literally just
because we just lived in the boondocks.
You're just defined, like it's just defined based on, or it all just depends on where you live, which is crazy. I don't understand. I don't understand that at all.
Speaking of where you live, can we move to Cali?
Dude, we just moved here. Why is it so cold here?
Yeah. Why?
It's literally, I think it's.
When we first moved here, it was like high 70s.
Yeah.
Now it's cold as anywhere.
Yeah, it's literally
30s every day.
Yeah.
20s.
I think we were standing outside on New Year's Eve, and it was like 18 degrees, and the wind was blowing. And I was like, I feel like I'm back in Chicago.
Yeah.
But that being said, there were times in Chicago that were excruciating. Unbearable. Like, even the run from the Scuff House.
Well, I mean, imagine being in Chicago now, because before I moved to Chicago, I think it definitely is overhyped, the temperatures of like how cold it gets. Like people are like, dude, winters in Chicago are fucking the worst. But I lived there through at least 2. Yeah, through 2, and it wasn't that. It wasn't that bad. It gets cold and it gets windy, but the coldness isn't crazy.
What? I'm gonna have to disagree with you. Do you not remember the vlogs we used to do, like going from the Scuff House to the gym? And we would run to the car, and we were. This is when we were using Seth's car. We would run to the car where it says how cold it is, and we put our cameras
like
and it
1
would say
degree,
1 or like 3, actually, and we would just go. Dude, it's like...
Maybe I just forget how cold it was.
Yeah, I think you do. Because the second you open the door, it hurts. Like, it hurts your skin.
Yeah, I remember being pissed off walking into the car. Like, the cold would piss me off.
But then we would just go, dude.
And yeah, now Texas isn't much hotter. I want to move to Cali. I have a plan. I figured it out.
Let's hear it.
I'm living here for 2 years, and then I'm moving to Cali. That's about as far as I
go. That's your entire plan?
Yeah, with my wife.
Okay. So that's a little bit more of the plan. Who is your wife?
Don't worry about it.
Don't say it. Don't say the mystery girl that doesn't exist.
If you guys don't know,
I didn't know if you wanted to get into it.
Well, I'm not gonna like say a name.
Okay.
But Hitch thinks, all right. So there's this girl I don't even know how fucking. All right, there's a girl I have went on dates with and shit and have like hung out with, and my friends have seen her, but all Hitch has seen is a picture. A few pictures, and doesn't believe she exists. He thinks I found some girl on Instagram, have this fantasy in my head that we've met before.
Yeah, well, I don't think you think she's fake. I think you think she's real.
She's real.
So Nick comes
Hitch
back.
Thinks I have a fake.
Can I say a place and everything, like where this all happened, or no?
What, like in Cali?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Nick comes back.
Yeah, that's where my wife is.
Nick comes back from California. It was at an event I wasn't even at for some reason, and I can't remember why. And he said, "Oh, I met my wife. Did I tell you I met my wife?" And I was like, "No," because Nick doesn't really get involved with girls that often. So I was like, "Okay, who is she? Like, you're actually gonna date her?" And you were like, "I would actually date her. Like, I would." And I was like, "Okay." And so then you start telling me all these things about her, and then you're like, "Look at this picture," and you're like, "Dang, that's crazy." And then you hang out again with her at a tournament that I was at. It was like a Call of Duty tournament or something like that at Burbank. We went to Burbank, and then you went and you hung out with her, and you took a picture of you like putting on skates, and it's just a picture of you. And so I get the suspicion that like
he's lost it.
Well, no. At first, I thought she was just like an escort because she's really pretty, super pretty. And you said you met her at a club, and she was dancing like really crazy, and you were like, "Oh man, I want to dance." So you guys danced the night away, and it was
we did dance
an amazing night, and that's all that came out of it.
Now I'm in love.
And yeah,
just kidding.
And then you told me all these things that she did as a career, and I was like, "Dang, this girl sounds like she could be the president."
Remember, this all goes back to what you guys were supposed to hear on the podcast, but we didn't record the audio, so you'll hear the shitty quality audio after. But me needing a woman more successful than me.
Very true. That
all comes back.
Yeah, that was the overall theme of the Flycast 9.5 that we recorded before this. And that Nick needs, if Nick is going to date somebody, it has to be a nice lady that is more successful than he is.
Yep.
Which would have been this particular girl. But then I started thinking, this girl sounds too good to be true.
It is her.
She
is mine.
She's a dancer. She is, what's her ethnicity? Asian. So obviously Nick's type. She's
Don't
super.
Ever ask a stupid question like that again.
She's super fit. She dances really well. She likes rap music. She's like what, in politics or something?
No, she's an actress.
She's an actress, singer. You told me she was a lawyer, which ended up not being true.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, she's all these things. I was like, that seems like she's either lying to you or she's an escort. So I started thinking these things, and I was like, I don't think Nick knows that he was like messing around with an escort. And then I started thinking about more of it, and you were like, no, like she's like, we talked on the phone.
What's weird is I asked her if she was an escort.
Did you?
Well, no, I didn't. No, I told her I thought she was one because when we were
like testing out the waters.
Yeah. When we were at the club, we didn't know these girls, but a friend of ours knew these girls, and we didn't ask no questions, but we just knew they were attractive girls, and they like were coming to the club for us, kind of, to have a good time. Like, literally, that's like how he worded
it. Escort talk.
Yeah, like, nah, but he told us, he was like, nah, but trust me, like, they'll be a good time. Don't worry about it. Or like talking like that. I was like, okay, I think they might be escorts. And then I think, long story short, I think I asked her to come back to my hotel, and she was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And then and I just knew like, instantly it was a no. And she got offended that I asked her, and then I hit her up the next day.
She did get offended?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then I hit her up the next day and like said sorry, and then asked her if she'd go on a date, and she said yeah, and then we went on a date. So then when we were on the date, I was like, I gotta be honest, I thought the reason why I asked is because I thought you were an escort.
That's amazing.
Or I heard that you, not heard, but like I just got that hint.
Yeah. What did she say?
Because it was just a weird. She was like, no, not an escort, just perfectly normal girl just going to the club.
Damn.
But
wow,
her life is very interesting.
Yeah, you're like, look, here's a picture of her with Chris Brown, Jeremiah, somebody like that.
Like, yeah, someone
one
like that.
One of those R&B singers. And I was like, oh,
I don't know.
So this
it's interesting.
This make believe.
Maybe one day, maybe in 2018, she'll be in a video of mine.
You think so? Mystery girl
reveal.
So you're gonna pay somebody to act like a lawyer / escort / dancer.
That would be a good idea.
That would be.
Imagine a mystery girl reveal as like a title. Thumbnail is like when you gotta guess the Pokemon, but it's just a girl outline with a question mark in
Dude, that's perfect. That would be perfect.
I already got it planned out.
Then
we make it. We date for 2 years. I move to Cali. We get married, and then.
But she already lives in Cali.
I move to Cali. We get married.
Have little.
I need to go to Cali. I miss the fucking hills. I miss overlooking the fucking city.
I wonder what mystery girl like. And I guess to circle back to it. After I thought of those two things, I was like, what if instead of her being these two things, and like he kept saying these things like, oh, she'll talk to me for like 3 days and then she won't talk to me for like 2 weeks. It's still going, man. It's still going. She'll talk to me for like 3 days, won't talk to me for like a couple weeks, and then that would be that. And then she's a really bad texter and all this stuff. And you were like she was supposed to come to the house at one point.
Not really, no.
Or you were gonna ask her? I don't know.
I wanted in the very beginning. I like wanted to keep it like fresh still and like still see her, because if you don't, like they forget about you forget about them, and
yeah,
and you do exactly what happened, and that's not talk really for a year. But I mean, to be honest, it's not even like serious. It's actually like if I was in her shoes and saw this, I'd be like, I'm like, we do not talk. Like, I barely know you.
Yeah, I think that's the
that
funny
seemed
part.
like a creep.
That's probably the funny part, is that it's just become this meme between pretty much just you and me.
At this point now. Hopefully we can break that.
And then it was just funny because then I was after I thought I had that initial like idea, then I started like going like getting real Fight Clubby about it. It was like Nick's at the Nick's at the club dancing by himself.
Dude, I gotta watch that movie again.
Nick's at the club dancing by himself with nobody. He's putting skates on and taking a selfie of himself and acting like he's on a date.
Yeah, I've seen the movie. I need to see it again.
Yeah,
that just reminds me like how good of a movie that is.
Yeah, I've only seen it once too.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I know I've seen it maybe twice.
There's like,
but that's such a good movie. I need to watch it again. That's like exactly the type of movies I'm into.
Yeah, I'm glad that I got to watch one, Planet Earth 2 with you at one point, which I knew you would enjoy because you appreciate the finer things in life.
Yes.
And then 2, I kind of told you about Black Mirror, which you watched one episode.
Yeah, I can't just like I need to be told of what the episodes are about to see if I'll be interested.
Oh yeah.
Because I think it was, I don't know. Depends on the subject. It's like really. There will be certain episodes I know I'll like, and certain episodes I won't really have an interest.
Did you appreciate the pig one?
That shit was weird.
It was weird, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people, apparently, lot of people, like, when they see that episode, they get super turned off by the show and they don't watch it again.
Really?
Yeah. But.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. They might have fucked up by having that as the first episode.
As the first episode? Yeah. I don't know, but it is very, like, here's Black Mirror. This is, like, this is what you're getting. You're not getting, like, a fluffy. Yeah. Like, oh man, robots are going to take over. It's like, this is how the electronic age is going to fuck with all of humans, not just robots are going to take over.
Dude, imagine that shit actually happened. Would you a pig?
I don't know. I forgot the basis of it. Who is he saving?
I think his like wife or something.
He's saving. Yeah, you're right. He's saving his wife. In order to save his wife,
would you screw a pig
he
to
has
save
to
your wife?
Screw a pig. And then the whole meaning of it.
I don't know.
He releases the hostage early.
Yeah. To really fuck with
to
him.
Really mess with everybody.
You didn't even have to.
You didn't even have to screw a pig. But because he released her on the road and everybody was inside watching, nobody saw her. Yeah. Because everybody was watching the pig screwing session. Unreal.
I'd have to kill that guy. Just knowing I can't live at like normal happy life ever again. Yeah. It's like you got to go.
That last scene where they close the door and it's just awkward between everyone, even 2 years later or a year later, or whatever it was.
Really?
Yeah, because like it ended with like him at a press conference and he was just like,
I'm not sure did I make it to the end? I think I might have like just paused it just like towards the end of that. It just like laid down. I was like, too much.
That sounds like half of the Black Mirror episodes I watch. I can't watch more than one. I'll watch one like a day. I don't know how people.
It's binge. A lot of like.
It kind of messes with you.
Yeah.
It's good, but if you've never seen Black Mirror, it's a show. It's a Netflix original show where every single episode within the season is a different short film. So they're an hour short films. They do not connect at all. It's a completely different episode every single time, or a completely different show. But it's all loosely based around the fact that the electronic age, or how electronics will mess with humans and how it can affect human to human interaction and different things like that. So there are, but the big thing about it is how it's shot. It's shot very eerie and very real, I guess. It doesn't get funny. It doesn't get like, it's not like
there's no happy ending.
Yeah, there's no happy ending, but it's just, it gets you, it makes you think, and it really kind of overworks your brain in a sense.
Yeah. I think I fell asleep to it and woke up still just like
what the
I felt like my brain had just been working while sleeping.
Yeah.
Just like subconsciously listening to it in my sleep, trying to process what the hell is going on.
Yeah. And then Planet Earth 2, which has come out on Netflix in 4K, is unreal. And it makes me kind of like upset about how I used to view like nature documentaries when I was a kid. Like, why would I watch a documentary about like this cheetah whenever I could go watch SpongeBob? But it's like, you have no idea how amazing it is that we get to watch videos
it's crazy.
Of cheetahs. Like, the fact that anybody is
raw.
Even there. It's mind-boggling. Like,
you gotta think some animals probably go their entire life of just like never seeing a human. Never. They just know kill, eat, and live.
Survive. Yeah.
That's all they know.
It's crazy.
But low key, we're just up there with a camera, just getting it on.
So if you think about it, people could be doing that to us.
Yeah.
All we care about is
the gods.
All we care about is surviving and making a name for ourselves. Like that's our atmosphere, and caring for our families and stuff like that.
We are,
but
that is it.
We don't know.
We do know, but we're recording ourselves, vlogging, media. They don't even have to record us. We're recording ourselves. That's how fucked we are. We're recording ourselves as humans. How we record wolves and shit killing each other. We're recording ourselves like destroying each other just slowly.
So is it unrealistic to think that there's like a higher functioning, like
higher power?
No, not a higher power, like a higher intelligent beings on different like planets or whatever that all get along with each other. Like imagine there's an Earth out there, but every human being on Earth is like peaceful towards each other, and instead of conflicting. Because if you look in the wilderness, like in just nature and any animal, like a lot of dogs get along with a lot of dogs, but some dogs, they'll see a certain dog and for some reason he hates that dog. Yeah. So is that just nature? Is that just how it is?
I think it's nature because like everything kind of has an opposite. Everything has a positive and negative. Everything has, there's always a good and a bad, a yin and a yang. But also I don't know because I think there's as many Earth-like planets in like our visible universe as there are stars in our galaxy or something like that. There's a lot of stars in our galaxy.
Like you read.
So there's a lot of Earth-like planets in the visible universe.
For real?
Yeah. So it'd be like I'm talking a number like quantillions.
Are you serious?
Like
of Earth-like planets?
Yeah, of Earth-like planets in the visible universe. I could be completely making that up, and just something in my head told me that, but I'm pretty sure there's an uncountable amount of Earth-like planets.
Damn. So why are we so? Is it like why are we so worried about aliens? But why are we so worried about aliens coming and taking over?
No one's worried. Who's worried?
I mean, that's like the typical like.
I know. They implanted that in your head.
What if aliens implanted that into our heads to keep us scared?
Well, the government implanted it.
What if aliens told the government
aliens?
What if aliens told the government to make the movie Alien so that we'd be scared of them?
We found aliens. We found like a 6-foot alien or a 6-inch alien.
Where?
I don't know, but it's like documented. Fuck, what's this alien documentary called? I think it's called Sirius. Like, how you spell Sirius XM radio or whatever?
Yeah.
I think it's spelled like that. And it's a alien documentary. And this dude, like, exposes everything. But, like, he got, like, people that used to work for the government. He got all types of people. And, like, he's done studies. And, like, they have record of them, like, finding a dead alien. That's just, like, this.
What?
Like, kind of looks like a typical alien, but he's, like, this big.
Is it real?
I assume it's real. The whole like documentary is based on like facts.
Are you okay? That's how you know we are here late.
Wait, who was that?
The cleaning ladies.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think I see. Oh, 2013 Sirius.
Wait, does it show? Is it called Sirius?
Yeah, I think so.
With
documentary.
Does it say the director's name?
Amardeep Kalika?
No, I'm thinking like Dr. Green.
Dr. Green. Okay, well, I'll have to look
Anyways,
that up.
there's a crazy documentary. I used to be scared of aliens.
I have to watch that. I that is something I must watch.
It's kind of like Ghosts. After I saw Paranormal Activity, the first one,
dude,
I thought all those clips. I thought all that was real. I thought those were real clips.
Dude, that's how they like portrayed it.
Yeah.
That's how they like advertised the movie. Is that it was all real.
Yeah.
That movie scared me more than any other movie I've ever watched.
Yeah,
and I think it's because of how young I was and because nothing like that had ever been made before besides like the Blair Witch
Well, it's because
Project.
I thought it was fucking real.
I
thought those clips were.
I thought I didn't think the Paranormal Activity one was real, but it still like freaked me out, like scared the shit out of me. But I did think Fourth Kind was real. Did you ever see The Fourth Kind? It's like an alien style movie.
Sounds familiar.
They did it like a documentary, and there's this one part where they like she's either possessed or no, it's the fourth kind, so it's an alien. But she like there's like a security footage of like this lady like laying down in a hospital bed, and then she like sits up, and then she goes and her jaw like breaks, and her this part of her like mouth is like down here, and it does that, and that was like the only like crazy part that happened. And I was like, what the? And I'm like screaming in my living room, like because I thought that shit was real. But then
really?
Yeah, but then it's all it's all acting, and then they make 17 Paranormal Activities, but I think Paranormal Activity is still like a scary ass film, to be honest.
Then you grow up and you realize everything was a lie.
Everything. There is apparently it's got to be serious. It's got to be the thing. Apparently there's this Canadian guy in the Canadian government, like the ex-Canadian government, that like, or military, like the head of the military, somebody like that, like a really like legit position, that said
chief.
that the chief that actually
ex-military.
might be Canadian
Ex-military
alien
chief.
guy.
Canadian ex-military chief.
Former Canadian defense minister claims governments are hiding aliens. So then his name is Paul
I think they are hiding aliens.
Halier. And he just goes into everything that he knows that he believes is real. And it's like, he believes there are like 7 different kinds of aliens. One of them is human enough like to live amongst humans, and 3 of them are, in transport or whatever to and from Earth and the Area 51 shit. So I don't know. Shit is weird. But then you hear people like that. Like, I just want one cool ass dude to come out and just be like, yeah, there's aliens. I met one.
I
you
think
can
that
believe
might
me.
be this, like, the serious documentary I'm talking about.
For real?
Like, this doctor's, like, pretty normal. Like, he's, like, in shape. Like, he's
just a normal guy.
Like, his whole life was, like, basically, like, 20 years of, like, researching this type of shit.
Like alien stuff.
Yeah. It took, like, 15 years to make the fucking movie and collect everything.
What?
And then he has experiences to where, like, when he talks about it, like, you can tell he's like tearing up and shit. Like, he'll like tear up, like, talking about like some of the crazy shit he's seen.
Because he's like scared, or
like,
it's just traumatic, or
like traumatic. Like, some of the stuff he's seen, I think, like, sometimes he's scared that, like, the government is gonna, like, kill him and shit.
What?
Like, this guy, like, you just gotta see it.
Okay, I have to watch it now. I have to watch it.
Yeah, I make him kind of seem like a typical, like, psycho, but no, he seems pretty
real.
legit.
Because the Canadian government guy, I like was listening to a bunch of interviews with him, and he's very obviously like articulate, but he just seems like an old crazy guy. Like,
Yeah.
there are 6 different types of aliens, and they live here, and it's just like, okay, crazy, like, come on.
Yeah.
Give me some sort of proof, or like tell me a story of the past where you met one, or like say something. But
Well, this guy in his documentary, I think he tries to, like, everything that he says, he tries to have some kind of, like, fact for it, like documentation type stuff.
Damn, dude.
But it's pretty. I think it's like the most legit alien documentary series.
It's a series or just one documentary?
Documentary.
Dude, I love shit like that. Do you like stuff like getting into like?
I like documentaries.
Do you like thinking about like
aliens?
Obviously, there's like a bunch of different ones. There's aliens. There's
just the universe in general, like black holes and wormholes.
What about like conspiracy theories? Do you get into those or no?
Like 9/11. I was huge into that.
You went straight to 9/11. Yeah, like that.
Yeah. When I was like 14, that's like all I did.
For real?
Was watch 9/11 documentaries. I've probably seen like every one.
Dude, it's terrifying. It gets to a point where like, well, because originally like when you're a kid, like you just kind of take things how they are. And then the first time you get exposed to like a conspiracy theory, you're like, come on, there's no like, stop being ridiculous. But then the second people start putting facts in front of your face, you're just like,
yeah.
But then it's easy to stray facts. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know enough to like really give a
your take on it.
Yeah. I mean, I assume 9/11 wasn't done by fucking the government. And like George Bush and shit.
Dude.
But what does weird me out about that is not the the Twin Towers collapsing, the fucking Building 7 or whatever it was that's like kind of off to the side and just had like a fire. Like that shit collapsed too.
Did it really?
Yeah. And it's like they can't find. I don't want to like say what facts are behind it because I don't really know. But apparently there's like no reason that building should have fell.
Wow.
But apparently, I don't know. People are saying it was supposed to be damaged. Like maybe that was supposed to be hit with a plane too. So that could have collapsed with them. And like the only way that building was brought down was by demolition. And why did that building have demolition on it to be brought down?
Damn, like, I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
That's
like
crazy.
a building that was like kind of just in the premises, but had like fires and shit just from the debris and just shit hitting it.
It just completely collapsed. Wow. That's nuts. I did not know that. And I feel like I knew.
There's a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, you know all about like the owner of the buildings and like whatever. Like apparently the owner of the building had a business meeting on the top floor of one of the Twin Towers every single day for like a month or something. And then on 9/11 he didn't show up to his meeting.
Really?
Yeah. Like a bunch of weird stuff where it's like, okay, that's weird, but is it enough to say this like, yeah, we willingly killed thousands of people.
Dude, imagine like you missed that flight or like you stayed home from work that day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like Seth MacFarlane, apparently like the guy who makes Family Guy, he had a flight that day, but he was supposed to be on one of the flights, but he was hungover, so he just didn't go. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's nuts.
There's apparently Blake had to write a paper on in college on conspiracy theories and like about like debunking them or whatever, and he got so far into the Sandy Hook conspiracy theory that and he didn't have enough evidence to write against it that he got so freaked out by it that he just asked his professor if he could write about something else.
What?
And that's Blake. Blake doesn't put up with bullshit. Like he doesn't entertain shit like this usually. But even if you talk to him, he'll get like white in the face and be like, "Don't ask me about that. I don't talk about that." Like we had a conversation one time and we talked.
I saw stuff about like the same one of the like I think it was like victim's mom that like gave an interview for that was like the same woman that was in like a different shooting that's happened before.
Yeah.
Like shit like that.
Shit like that. Weird. Like it got like really, I don't know any of the facts or none of them, but I just remember there was a ton of crazy weird shit that happened. And Blake, like apparently in that class, like that's all they talked about. So apparently there was like a crazy bill that was going on that was getting a lot of attention or was about to get a lot of attention by like the American public. And then the very next day or the day that it was supposed to happen or something like that is the day that like Caitlyn Jenner or Bruce Jenner became Caitlyn Jenner. So it's like every single time something important is going to happen in like government, like something crazy happens in like pop culture. Like,
damn.
Like,
dude, imagine that's actually like how our world is ran.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know it, but like, it's just like shit like Caitlyn Jenner and like huge stuff that happens on the news. Or maybe it's not even huge. They just make it huge.
Yeah.
Maybe every media outlet is just paid to make it huge.
That is, it's very possible. Like the Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner thing.
Who gives a fuck?
It could have been a newspaper article.
Yeah.
It could have been Bruce Jenner decided.
But they made
to make
that
a change.
Huge.
But it was on every station, everywhere. Caitlyn Jenner won an ESPY, like an ESPN award, and it's like, yeah, Bruce Jenner, like, was it like a
Olympic
athlete? And yes, that happened a long time ago, but it just seems like Caitlyn Jenner was plastered everywhere, and
like forced upon us.
Yeah,
because I don't think anyone. Like, no one, like,
I mean,
I don't know that it did.
You can't say no one cared, because there's people that were very for it and there were people that were very against it. But there was, I think, a majority of people were just like, why am I seeing this everywhere? You know? So I don't know. I mean, the thing is I would like to say it's very improbable that we are puppets on strings and being controlled by everything, because I feel like that's very like, we have to stand up to the man of us to think. But that being said, it could it's very possible. I don't think it's probable, but it's very possible that all of our decisions are made for us. Basically, it's crazy,
dude. I could get into this, like, the question of, do we have any free will? And not even the government, just humans in general. Do humans actually have free will? Because everything that happens, like, just in nature, like say the water in the river flows this way, which happens to make the soil for this land good, which causes flowers to grow here, which will make a bee grow here, which, like, all that's just like nature flowing, and like we're just a part of nature flowing. So do we really have any free will, or are we just nature flowing?
Like humans as a collective?
Yeah.
Or
just a human being? Well, just individual as a collective. Like, do we really have any free will? Or are we just, it's a perception? You have to watch fucking Sam Harris Free Will, and it's fucking weird.
Is it because at the end of it all, when everybody is, like, when you've died and gone on, is it did you just live a part of nature? Yeah. Is that what it is based on?
Pretty, like, I mean, no, it's just like, for each decision you make, are you actually making that decision, or is it just everything that's happening in the world around you because of nature causes you to make that decision? Like, you don't actually choose to make the decision. You just, like, follow suit with what you feel, which is just best. The nature of it, of living. Sam Harris definitely explains it better.
Yeah, of course. They all have a way with words.
Congrats to everyone listening. You don't have free will.
The environment that your life put you in told you to click on this video.
Yeah. You didn't choose to click on it. You just happened to be in this environment. You happened to be born there. This happened, that happened.
You somehow
found yourself on the internet, saw this, clicked. Next thing you know, you're sitting here listening, wondering, how did I get here?
Wondering, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
It's not you, it's nature. I think that's a good spot to end it.
I think so, too.
And now they can listen to the first half of what was supposed to be the podcast. It's going to be shitty audio.
Terrible.
But at least you could sit there and watch through it. If you can't stand the audio, you can at least probably see at the end when we realize we have it recorded.
Our reaction.
Yeah, you get to see that live, I guess.
In summary, kale chips are terrible. Beet chips are terrible. And
they are not
you
our
have no
sponsor.
free will.
Yeah, basically. If the nature of free will allows you to continue watching and you haven't clicked off, good for you. You don't have a fucking choice.
Do we have any outro music? Second podcast of the day.
All right. It's been a long day. I've been at the office all day.
Why do you do this to me, man?
Well, I was actually like kind of not complaining, but I was mentioning the fact that I've been here all day. But then I forget you're here
All day,
every day. So I guess I can't complain.
Yeah.
So we need to find another subject for me to complain
Real quick,
about.
yes. So you have to. These coffees are good.
I burnt my tongue already. It might affect my performance here in the first couple minutes. Let's see how this goes.
Hopefully this goes
It did
well.
burn my lips pretty bad.
Dude, I forgot my chapstick today.
I got to see my wife.
You can't say
There's
that. You can't.
There's an attractive female in the building.
There is. I believe she dates a cowboy. That's what
Alright.
that's what I keep
That makes
hearing.
sense.
She is currently in a romantic relationship
Oh, shit.
with a Dallas cowboy.
I'll
But if
put
you
it
think you
down.
can take it, you know,
I can't.
you can't.
She hasn't like gave me the high.
No signs. No signs of leaving
Usually
her
you can
cowboy
tell if like
boyfriend.
no signs of leaving your Dallas cowboy boyfriend to be with optic man.
Did you say usually you can see?
Usually there's signs when a girl likes you or like thinks you're cute or like whatever. There's like,
Yeah. Usually
it's like the same way you look at a girl.
Right.
If you find her attractive.
That
Sometimes
makes
there's
sense.
girls that's like, they're not. They wouldn't be attractive to like someone else, but for some reason you're attracted to them. Some mysterious thing will like draw you to certain girls. Where you're like, But then you could ask someone else like, you think she's hot? They're like, yeah, she's alright.
Yeah, there are plenty of girls like that.
Well, there's plenty for me in you between each other.
We go through them a lot.
Yeah. But like, dude, she's so bad. And I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
Or I'll be like, dude, she's so bad. And you're like, she has no tits. I'm like,
And demonetized. I don't know. I think that's just how it is. It's crazy to think that, like, we all I don't want to say judge people, but we all have like a different, think different things about different people are more attractive to, people differently.
yeah.
So there's a way, you know what I'm saying.
It's weird.
Because Sam and I will go through people, and I'm just like, I just don't see how you find him attractive. And she's like, I don't know, I think he's really hot. And I'm like, I don't see it. I just don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it.
I remember my mom saying whenever I don't know why I have this memory, but whenever she saw Pharrell on TV, she was like, that's an attractive black man. And
I can see that.
Yeah. I agree with her.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's handsome.
Yeah.
But it was, I guess, interesting hearing I don't know, you just don't hear your mom talk like that. It's like, that's what you're attracted to.
The only person I've ever heard my mom say that about was Johnny Depp.
See, that's like a typical white mom.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why the
right.
Pharrell thing took me off guard.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
I can see that.
But then it's like so many girls that I find attractive. Like, so many girls, I'm just like, holy shit. Like, people will, like Karrueche, for instance.
I knew you were going to say Karrueche. I literally knew
I find her so attractive. And like, there's people who, they would rather have Who's that typical white model that like everyone talks about? The girl
I
model.
can think of two. Emily Ratajkowski.
Not that.
Kate Upton.
Kate Upton.
Those are the
Everyone would like. At least they used to talk about Kate Upton. I mean, I don't. I get it, but I don't like.
See it?
I don't see it. I see it, but I.
As like it's like a biology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like from a biologistic
From a biologistic standpoint.
I understand of like why you find her attractive, and I understand she's pretty, but other than that, I don't find her like I don't know.
Wow.
She's just not mine.
She's not
my.
yours.
I would choose so many girls over her.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know if I have like a celebrity crush that's like I don't have like a Carucci.
That like this kind of describes what you're attracted
exactly
to.
what you're attracted to. Yeah, I don't know if I have one. It's weird because like the first thing that comes to mind is always Katy Perry, but it's like 2010 Katy Perry, not whatever the hell is going on now.
Yeah.
I'm not down for that. Like, please, go back. Go back to the old Katy.
Yeah, you need to find a crush.
I do need to. I mean, my celebrity crush, like if you were to ask anybody, like if Sam and I were to do the Newlywed Game and you said what's his celebrity crush, it would be Sandra Bullock, which has always been.
But that's still like old school.
Yeah, but I don't have like a young.
You don't have a young person that's like in the fucking news.
Exactly.
And like getting TMZ.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't have any. There's no like hot off the press celebrity that I'm just head over heels for. But that's because they're all starting to look the same.
But then there's people that are like in love with Taylor Swift. Like I'm just saying, people have the weirdest.
That is true.
Taste.
And that's why that's why like fame makes people so much more attractive
It
than they
does.
really are.
I need a famous chick. That's what I've come to the conclusion of the past. I think like the past week.
Yeah.
I've come to that. I was like, I'm pretty sure I need a girl that makes more money than me.
Yeah.
I think.
You definitely do.
I think I do. Like I don't know. It's just like.
But
It's hot.
in order to get a girl like that has more money than you and is more successful, you're gonna have to work super hard for them, like to get them. Like you're gonna have to go. It's not gonna be like a natural. Oh, you love me, I love you. It's gonna be like
Why though?
It's gonna be like a you running behind.
No.
Yes, it is.
But that's not gonna work.
Realistically, well.
Why?
Because people don't get successful by. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but
I'm
I
saying,
feel like if you're trying to date a boss ass bitch, you gotta be a boss ass dude.
I will, but I'll be like close to her, but I just won't. Like it'll be like Carucci is just dating like the one, like someone that's like kind of out there, but they're not Carucci. Like you just like know of the guy she's dating.
Oh, so you want like Nicki Minaj's ex?
Like I can't be the Chris Brown to Carucci.
Carucci's dating Chris Brown.
She was for a while.
That's crazy.
See, like I can't.
Yeah.
I'm no Chris Brown. I need to be like the random dude she's low key seeing.
That is true. You're trying to be a mistress.
Kinda. Yeah. A mistress that she's loyal to.
You're trying to like step out of the spotlight when she walks down the red carpet and then meet up with her at the end.
I wouldn't mind.
I can see the appeal in that. I really can.
Like, yeah. I think I need that.
But because I think you would be respectful enough to not mess with her juju.
Yeah. I would get it.
I got it.
She needs a guy who gets the it.
Yeah.
Like, who understands her celebrityness and, like, will understand, like, you can't be in this shot. this is her time.
This is just me.
Yeah.
You need to be Young Thug's fiance.
Yeah.
Because Young Thug has a fiance, and they've done videos together, but they've also not done videos together.
Yeah.
And he's done tours on his own.
And it, like I can't be in the picture to where like Because you know how when girls are popping, then they get a boyfriend, and then it's like
downhill.
Yeah, then it's downhill. People need to be like, oh, like I can't be in the picture like that, but I'm just enough on the side to where like she knows, and like the people in the business know, but like the fans don't know.
Yeah, because you can't let getting a girl or becoming in a relationship stop you from your grind. Because it happens.
Put it this way, it'd be like me dating iJustine.
Like you're trying to get iJustine.
No, I'm just saying that would be a good example of like a girl that has more power than me and more in success.
Speaking of iJustine, you've gone on a big binger lately on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I respect it.
Why?
Because I didn't get it at first.
The iJustine.
You opened my eyes. Because I knew Justine was queen of YouTube. I knew she started all the shit. I knew she was vlogging when people thought you had to be a crazy person to vlog. She was turning cameras on herself, and people were like looking at her like, "What the hell?"
She was vlogging when it wasn't the word vlogging.
Yeah,
probably.
She was vlogging when people thought she was a psychopath.
Yeah.
And now, obviously, but I didn't get. I don't like watch her videos or anything, and like I only see Jenna whenever she's in like one of Maid's videos, but you were like, dude, have you ever sat down and watched all of their videos? And I was like, no, man, no, I haven't. And then we sat down and watched all of their videos, and I was like, holy shit, I get it.
Yeah.
Everything that they do.
They're really good. I've never watched a Justine video, or I've never watched a Jenna video individually, but I watched a lot of their videos together.
Yeah.
And they're just like so good together, and they don't even like try.
No, not at all.
But I mean, they definitely try.
Yeah.
And I only say that in case they heard this. But
they don't have to try.
They just have really good like chemistry to the point where like I don't know. I just like their personalities. Like I would like to like I get why Nade hangs out with them.
Oh, it's got to be addicting. That atmosphere of like always on the go and like whenever like Justine will be like talking about something behind the camera and like looking at something on the shelf, and then she'll like pan the camera to Jenna, and without like thinking, Jenna will say something like funny or do something entertaining like or just like out of nowhere, and then she'll just pan back and it's like stuff like that.
But she's like being herself.
Yeah.
But like I get why Nade, because I remember when Nade moved out of 60/50 to like go live with them. Like everyone was, of course, making fun of him because we were like, "Oh, I'm moving for a girl," and like basically making fun of him hanging out with Jenna and Justine every day, just saying he's like hanging out with girls.
Yeah.
But I like get it after watching him. Like I want to hang out with them.
Yeah, I get it too.
Maybe one day. I'm surprised I haven't met either of them.
I've only met Justine, and there's no way she knows that I've met her.
Really?
Because it was before Optic. It was like...
I wonder if she ever...
It was like... Do you think they watched the Smasher Pass? I hope not.
Nah. I doubt they watch any videos.
Oh, no. I'm not saying... I know they don't watch any videos, but that would be one where it's like, oh, I'm in this
Justine
video?
was in it, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Did you ever see the video of Sniper Wolf reacting to our Smasher Pass?
I think it was on like a clip or something.
Yeah.
Like a little...
It was her segment.
Yeah.
And I say, you were like, is she queen of YouTube? And then Sniper Wolf goes, what does queen of YouTube mean? And I was like...
Don't play dumb.
You know what we're talking about.
Don't play
How
dumb.
dare you? I don't know.
So... Smash or pass? What would you smash?
Dude, we're not playing Smash or Pass right now.
Yeah, probably shouldn't. There's a lot of... Are there any up-and-coming female YouTubers? I need to step my YouTube game up. I don't know shit.
Yeah.
I know like Sniper Wolf and Justine.
There actually is, and the only reason I know this is because Casey Neistat. I don't even watch any of his videos. I don't watch any YouTube.
Neither do I. God. Besides like the past 2 days.
Besides Justine's channel.
Besides Justine, I don't watch any YouTube.
So Casey Neistat shouted out this one girl, and she's the girl, she got big off of Twitter, because she was making like really funny Twitter posts, And then out of nowhere, people started like she was really funny for like 6 months, and then out of nowhere, they started like roasting her for like the way she was acting, and like she was like saying she was ugly and that she was making all these ugly faces on purpose, and people started like, it became like the cool thing to like roast her. And then she was like, what the like, why are you guys like, she was like, I've been overwhelmed with negativity lately, and I don't really understand why.
Been there.
Yeah. But just want you guys to know that I'm not gonna like change. I'm not gonna like stop or whatever. And then she started making YouTube videos, and her YouTube videos are amazing. She makes like 3-day long like vlog style videos, but she like talks over the background of it, and she like keeps it really fast paced. Right. It's kind of like you know how like Casey does those like little like shorts or whatever. That's how all of her videos are. Dude, it's really good.
See, I need to like keep up.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that'd be like cool to see.
Yeah.
And just give you like different ideas. Just steal their shit.
Yeah. Just steal it. Just do the YouTube thing.
I'm gonna just copy her. I'll be the male her. And then we date and she's more successful. And I know. And I get it.
And then you get it, and then she walks the red carpet.
And then we're at. Finally, yes. What's her YouTube?
I'm not sure. I know she just recently came out as bisexual though, so. Mm-hmm. But I know that's you're half. You got half of that. I don't.
As long as I get half.
Oh, one thing. Going back to the guys that get girlfriends, girls that get boyfriends, and then their grind stops. Like it or not.
It's a touchy sub.
Like it or not. Zoe Berger fell off, man. She was doing her thing. She was twerking on Cam.
I don't know if she's fell off, but I don't know if she's like
not like fell
because I saw her streaming and it was like a couple thousand people, I think, and she was just like being Zoe, just like streaming half naked.
But a couple thousand compared to like she used to have 30,000 people watching
really?
her.
I don't know what she used to get, so I don't know enough about her to like know if she fell off.
It was just like, there's Zoe Berger, this crazy girl that got banned off of Twitch. She's now streaming on YouTube. She's twerking after every kill. Holy crap, this is a new thing. We've never heard of this. She's getting 30,000 subscribers. She's getting She's getting money she's getting rained down on in virtual money. Like literally stripping for virtual money. It's perfect. Then Lux, she starts Lux.
Ain't that a shame?
There's a Lux house. All this shit is happening. And then she gets a boyfriend. And it's like...
And everything went downhill.
Everything went downhill. And no offense to the guy, no offense to her. It's just what happens. Yeah. You can't let getting in a relationship stop your grind.
Yep. Fucks them up.
It does. It does.
Yeah, what a shame, the whole Lux situation. Because you were there when we like went out to a club with them and shit, right?
Yeah. I was there like that.
Like we were hanging out, me, you...
Abigail and Zoe?
Yeah, I know. Then Abby, Zoe, and Kieran were there. Mm-hmm. Like there was good times. Like they were cool.
Yeah.
It's weird. I wouldn't say it's weird, but it's funny knowing Zoe online and then like meeting her in real life. She's like, as much of a like I watched her video the other day and it's that she posted on Twitter, and it's like much as she is a psychopath on Twitter, like she actually is like pretty cool in person and like fun, like and not this psychopathic fucking evil Twitter person she's like portraying to be.
Yeah.
Because everyone she hates everyone on Lux now.
Yeah, she gets Twitter, she gets social media. If you make a buzz.
But I don't think she's doing it because of social media. Because she gets it, I think that's a part of her personality. Like, I think she is, like, not evil, but, like, I don't think she's playing a role. I think that's actually her, like, she's genuinely pissed.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to win between the three of them? Because now it's a race. Because it started out, it was Zoe.
I don't think anyone's going to win.
Then Zoe brought up
Abigail
and Celestia. And now they're obviously all three taking very different paths. So who's winning in this? Who's winning in this scenario?
Right now, maybe Celestia.
I think Celestia's winning.
Celestia's winning.
She's in the lead.
Well, I don't know. It's like so different that like Kieran's gonna go over here and just like be quiet.
She's gonna go back to her college.
Yeah, we go back to like typical, just like e-girl gamer.
Yeah.
Abigail is gonna like get married and start slowly disappearing.
True.
Zoe is gonna like just get in some kind of drama to make her relevant for a couple more years.
Okay.
And Celestia is gonna pretty much do the same thing. Probably drop another porno.
You think so?
I mean, I don't see. I don't know. Does she have a reason to?
I don't know. I don't know if that was.
Maybe.
I don't know if that was to prove something, or I don't know if that was.
If that was a gift.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, because now she hit numbers so fast that she could probably get like a deal.
But I wonder if that's like helping her. I wonder if since her porn dropped, if like her. I don't know what else she does, but I was gonna say I wonder since her porn dropped, if her other stuff is going up.
Yeah.
Like YouTube and.
I don't know. We've never
like
had
sponsors.
We've never had a YouTube porn star. I think one girl tried to do it, but it didn't really work out. And I remember way back in like 2010, like Midnight interviewed her on her channel.
Really?
On Midnight's channel. What was her name? She was like it was some blonde porn star, like really famous, super famous.
Really?
Yeah, and I think she was trying to dabble into YouTube,
Ah.
and so she was doing like Q&As.
I think that's been done,
But I don't know if it.
but not YouTube to porn.
True. So
YouTube
first.
porn to YouTube has been done.
It
I
has
know,
been?
yeah. I know Asa Akira does like, she doesn't do like vlogging and shit, but she does like a little like not game show. She like goes to different places and like picks up new hobbies. Like she'll just go knitting and shit.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh,
But they
she doesn't have
definitely-
a channel. She's like featured on all of these.
Asa?
Yeah, she did.
I know it was like called her shit though.
For real?
Like it was like her show. She wasn't just like the host.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
I'm sure there's been porn stars that do fucking YouTube
Yeah,
vlogging.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's probably happened. But I'm saying, Celestia was doing like those typical like viral style videos, like would you rather's, hanging out with this celebrity. Oh my gosh, I'll kiss a girl with like those kind of things, and they were getting like 1 million to 3 million views. Like they were doing crazy good because she was hitting.
What are YouTube?
On her YouTube, yeah. But she wasn't uploading a lot.
See,
And I was telling her, I was like, oh.
I wonder
Upload a lot
why
more.
she has to see those few videos and like see like how much they make, how many views they get. Why? Like, does she have other sources of income that like she's just like, fuck it.
I don't know.
Like, that's what confuses me. And same with like Zoe. Like Zoe was getting so much money, like so quick, and then she stopped and like got a boyfriend, and just kind of like disappeared and laid low behind the Lux thing. It's like, was she getting like hella money behind Lux? I doubt it.
I don't know. I don't know if she was just.
Because it's funny after seeing, or not fucking seeing, but living in like the. Like you look at fucking Optic living in the mansion or whatever, the Optic Scuff House like mansion.
Yeah.
It's like you might look at that and think like, oh, everyone in there is rich.
Yeah.
But it's like once you live it, you know like the truth of like how it works.
Yeah.
Like how you get a house like that.
Yeah.
So it's like I understand how the Lux house works. So I don't know what the fuck my point of that was, but it's like, oh, if like how much money Zoe's like getting, if she was getting a lot of money like behind Lux.
Yeah. Well, Lux doesn't. Does Lux have any sponsors? I don't think Lux has any sponsors.
They have to have something, because like something's paying that
Yeah.
house's rent.
Exactly. Well, the house is done.
Yeah, no.
So maybe she
But
was
I mean,
paying for it out of his pocket, was she?
I don't know. I'm saying like out of like when she wasn't doing YouTube and streaming, it was just like hanging out with her boyfriend or whatever. I don't know what she was. Maybe she was working,
Yeah.
like doing like business shit.
Yeah.
But like, what else? I don't know. I guess what was she making income off of?
I don't know.
Not that it's my business.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it's just curious.
Curious to see like why she was comfortable with like just kind of disappearing.
Yeah, no.
Because she was making hell.
She was the thing on YouTube. Like she was the topic that everyone was talking about. She created the term. Now she didn't create the term titty streamer, but she was the first one to like embrace it.
Because like I understand that I can fully attest to like having views, and just saying fuck it anyways and just not uploading.
Yeah.
Just being like I just don't want to. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. You just don't want to, and I can understand that, but mine was not even close to her fucking scale.
Oh, dude.
Like her shit was like.
And then she brought like a company on behind her,
Yeah.
Lux or whatever. And then, dude, I just remember when it first started, I was like, she was talking about how they were going to get a reality show, and then we were like, imagine if the reality show was all of, like, I think she had 4 or 5 girls at the time, all those 5 girls just like doing super gaming revealing stuff, and then there's just like one guy in that, like APG. Just APG in the house, just like doing
I think they wanted to bring APG in.
Lux, I think so too. I think she said, Kieran told us that like Brad could have joined, but he didn't want to leave straight ripping at the time.
I just don't think Brad could like.
I don't think he could either.
He couldn't deal with like the camera aspect. Like
He
Brad
could very
could,
like,
yeah, Brad could do it, just not with the camera.
dude, just imagine. There's just half-naked girls running around the house doing work every day, and then Brad's just like doing dishes. He's just sitting there in like
Cooking
Versace.
and shit.
He
Gucci
would,
flip flop.
he would definitely have like some sort of extra ass apron, like a Supreme apron.
That'd be fucking funny.
Yeah, that would have been the ideal reality show. That's something I would have watched.
Man. Oh, I would have watched that for sure.
And then everybody would have been like, "Look at Brad in the bed."
Yeah,
Brad would have been like,
that would be so funny.
who was the one like
There's no-
Kardashian brother that I forgot his name.
Rob.
And he's like always saying funny shit and just like in the background. That would have been Brad.
Then he eventually becomes his own fucking like personality.
Yeah.
APG just gets a show. Talking about APG, for those who don't know Brad.
I said APG at the beginning.
Did you?
Yeah. Lux, pure gangster.
Lex Period, sure.
If only, man. What do you got going on this weekend?
Nothing. I live on a day-to-day basis now.
So nothing interesting's happening on Sunday?
Nope.
So not any of your like friends' birthdays or anything?
Nope. No friends.
No friends, no birthdays.
Nope. What about you?
My birthday's on Sunday. That's pretty cool.
Oh shit, your birthday's on Sunday?
Yeah. But on Saturday, Saturday I'm doing like this. Remember how last year we did that?
The bot?
The bot tournament?
Yeah.
I'm doing another one this year, just like streaming all day, but I'm trying to like do like an actual like goal, I guess, like trying to raise money for like a charity. So
Does that have
pretty fun.
do you already have like all the teams signed up?
No. You can sign up. You can sign up now at PvP. It's the company that's been running all the tournaments that I have ideas for.
Wasn't it like a bunch of pros last year though?
Not in that one. There were a lot of pros that played in the Ghost one.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, no, we did one in Mono Fairy Mastered. I don't think we played in it. Then after that, I told like the sardine story, and I got pretty drunk. It's gonna be hard to top that this year.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
it's impossible to top that. That's the best. I think that's the best moment on my stream, my personal stream.
Your sardine story?
Yeah, it's the best moment on my stream. Just because when I go back and watch it, I can't even watch it because it's
Was your
cringy.
stream like
Oh, they love it.
fucking really? Or they just like And all listening to the story.
A lot of
and
people.
then you like say what you did, and everyone's just typing in chat. Oh no.
Yeah, it's just like a ton of ha-has in all caps. Ha.
That shit is fucked up.
Dude, and luckily in like the POV or the POV, the VOD, the VOD of it, there's like a I have like the chat on the side of my screen, so you can like see what everybody's
Did you
saying.
upload that?
Hell no.
Sardine story?
I didn't upload it, no.
Fuck.
Well, at the time, I didn't want like her to see it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I still like kind of cared about like me. I didn't want to like speak bad on her name, even though it's like the most fucked up thing in the world.
That is pretty fucked up, but it's also pretty good.
Yeah, it's also worth it. Like to be able to tell the story is pretty.
Yeah, that's what I always say about the threesome turns into robbery story.
Yeah.
People are always like, damn, how much they took 600? Damn, that sucks. And they broke Mike's laptop. Yeah, but I don't regret it.
Yeah, same.
But at the time that it happened, it was like,
I don't regret it. I just wonder.
I was so mad.
Well, there's nothing for me.
How'd
to
you
regret.
find it?
She showed up to my door and knocked on my door, and I opened it up, and I was like, yeah, we've been broken up for like a week and a half. I was like, hi. She was like in tears. She was like, I have to tell you something. I was like, what? And then she handed me $100 bill, and I was like, what is going on? And then she said, me and my friend broke into your car and put sardines in the floors so that you wouldn't be able to smell it, and then we would stink up your car. And then on the drive home, I realized what we had just done, and I came back. And I feel really bad about it, so here's the money to go clean your car out.
Damn. Did you take the money?
What?
Did you take
Fuck
the
no,
money?
I didn't take the money. I was like, no, and then she slid it under my door, and then I walked out, and she was sitting in a car with her friend that had done it. And I walked over to her friend's side and threw the money in her friend's side, and she was like, Dave is taken. I said, no, fuck you. And then I walked in.
Damn.
I got her ass.
Damn.
Oh, dude, I was so pissed. That was the maddest I've ever been.
Yeah.
I'm like, my blood's boiling thinking about it. I didn't even want to talk about it. Thanks, man.
It's all good. This is therapy. You gotta get these things out and get them out.
You gotta wonder if she's told her like, if she's like dating, I don't know, but if she's like told somebody, like told her current boyfriend or her.
My last boyfriend was such an ass.
I don't think that's how she'd say it. I think she'd be like, yeah, I kind of was crazy at one point.
Really?
I
That's
think
what
so.
you would like.
That's what I would like. I would not like. I don't think she'd be like, yeah, my last boyfriend, I threw sardines into his car. Because then no future guy's gonna be like, oh, you're not crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We live and we learn. So
How
hopefully.
long ago was that?
Like 6 months before I moved into the original Scuff house.
Oh, it wasn't that long.
No, not that long ago at all. Like
3 years?
3 years ago, yeah, something like that. Pretty crazy. Pretty wild. But it's a great story.
Yeah.
It's a great story. You don't even have any crazy.
I don't. I feel like, man, maybe my life was boring. It was pretty typical. And no fucking like craziness happened. Especially with females. I was always.
Of those.
Well, I feel like you're like more, I don't know. Maybe you're just more drama filled than I. Cause like I can imagine, I feel like you entertain drama. You definitely do. All right, for everyone listening, you can't tell me that Hitch doesn't entertain drama. Like if there's something, look at you and Hutch. Like you were literally just entertaining that drama.
That is true.
And
But
the
what
same-
he was saying was pretty.
I don't
agree
know
with
what
it.
he was saying, and that's where our difference is, because like I don't even look into that conversation. Like I don't
That's true.
I don't wonder what you're saying. I'm just like, what the fuck are you saying? But I don't actually want to know.
But that wasn't even drama. That was just like, I don't know.
Well, I
Maybe
think
you're
that's
right,
something
maybe
you
you're
would do with a girlfriend as well.
Just like if she said something, you would just let it go, and I'd be like, wait, what? What did you mean by that? I can kind of see that, but I'm not confrontational.
Well, I don't know if confrontational is the right word.
Yeah.
But definitely you entertain drama. Like, you like drama.
I do not like drama.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You do.
How? When was the last time I was involved with drama?
Every day it's something.
What?
What was yesterday? What happened yesterday? Today we could name something.
Yeah,
Today you started something with me.
That was your
and
fault,
said,
though.
I'm joking. It's like,
Dude.
but how am I supposed to know that's a joke?
Dude, you're making me seem like a high school girl.
Then yesterday, what happened? Oh, you were just like stressed from like office shit. I'm not even gonna say the quote. Remember when you when I was like, what's wrong? And you're like, do you remember the quote you said when you got in the car?
No.
I can't say it here. But you just said you just said a quote like bitching about your day pretty much.
I don't remember that.
Dude.
That's not drama. That's just me being.
Well, I mean, and then it like turns into.
Oh, because you like drama. Because whenever I say anything, yes. Because whenever I say anything,
I do not.
Dude, because
no, you and Aaron like drama. You and Aaron can talk about just just like office drama and shit. And like,
there's no such thing as office drama.
He said this. He said that. I can't. Dude, it was the dumbest idea. I hate him.
What?
That's you and Aaron.
Dude, no, it is not. I literally walked in and I said something about how my day has been stressful, and you said, why don't we go ask the construction workers if their day has been stressful?
Exactly.
Yeah, and I was like, well, thanks now, you asswipe.
Just try to put it in perspective. But what was the point?
I'm king
Something
perspective.
I never argued with my girlfriends. And when we did start arguing, that's when we broke up.
Oh, dude, I'm king arguing. But it's not my fault.
Let's have Sam as our first guest.
How about not?
And then it can be me here and you two here.
Sam and I don't argue though.
You think
that's
I'd be
the
a good...
only reason we're not the only reason, but that's the reason we're like together.
You guys don't argue?
I can't argue anymore. I can't. Like I think we've gotten to an actual argument once, twice, something like that. Like anytime anybody starts the sentence with, "Oh, would Sam be mad if?" The answer is always no. Sam would not be mad. Like, would Sam be mad if she saw this? And I'd be like, no, she wouldn't be mad. Because it always has to do with, like, jealousy of... Because there's so many people in esports that date crazy-ass people. Not even esports. People that, like, I don't know, it's just jealousy is such like a... Jealousy and, like over fucking doing it whenever you're, like... I don't know, like being super protective or being super like, I don't know, crazy is like the only word I can use that I'm trying not to use. It's like such an immature way of having a relationship, and you kind of just eventually grow out of that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the scene that we're in just are still, in relationships.
I hate like any kind of relationship, whether it's a friendship or like dating.
Yeah.
I just hate anything that like involves like playing, like as soon as I get the feeling that you're like playing games, like if I get the feeling that you're like purposely waiting to like text back because like if you make me wait, it like makes me chase you, and as soon as I get the feeling like shit like that is happening, like we're playing a game of like who's trying to make each other want each other more, like that's when I start like,
you're just like,
that's when I like,
I'm out of here.
Yeah. Like I can't.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
I'm like that too. It happens when you're single a lot. Because you'll start texting somebody just to text them, and then within a week and a half, it's, so you're not texting me as much as you used to, and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, all right,
That's how me and my ex were for a little bit. And now it's like I've not given up, but like I'm not gonna entertain something that's like not there. Like we've talked about just like how we feel together, what we do when we're single.
Yeah.
Like if we're gonna fucking date again, or like what's she doing in her personal life? What am I doing in my personal life? What? No. No fucking way.
Dude.
Does that camera pick? No, we can't.
There's no way, dude. It's not possible. Dude, it's not even possible!